Hello and welcome to World History e-learning. Today's topic is going to be about the Boxer Rebellion in China. And as you may remember from what we had been talking about last week, we were talking about the Opium Wars. The Boxer Rebellion is really, a response or retaliation for what had happened with the Opium Wars. So to give you an idea, what we're talking about here, this is a primary source, some quotations about things that had happened as a result of the Boxer Rebellion. So this first one comes from Father Jeffrey Kors from the Orthodox Church. He says, by June of 1900, placards calling for the death of foreigners and Christians covered the walls around Beijing. Armed bands combed the streets of the city, setting fire to homes and, with imperial blessing, killing Chinese Christians and foreigners. Second one says that boxers blamed foreign devils like my great grandparents for causing northern China's drought and famine, exacerbating economic hardships by building railroads and telegraph lines because such modern conveniences eliminated jobs. The native textile industry, with European imports infecting and killing Chinese children with Christian prayers and for various other real and imagines infamies. And then a third one, two China martyrs of 1900 had to say, the barbaric Boxer Rebellion comes as a sudden thunderstorm. All foreigners were to be killed, not in the sudden merciful death of a bullet, but sliced to death by big, old, rusty knives and swords. I had an old Winchester rifle and plenty of ammunition ready for the journey. The Boxer Uprising ultimately claimed the lives of more than 32,000 Chinese Christians and several hundred foreign missionaries. They wound up calling it one of the greatest tragedies in the history of Christian evangelicalism. The Christians were obviously being targeted, and it was a direct result of the Opium Wars. It's going to devolve into scenes such as this, where you have Christian missionaries that are being attacked and ultimately killed by Chinese in the countryside. So to start, let's review a little bit about what we had said with the Opium Wars, with a sequence here. Here we have the first Opium War. It was ultimately between X and Y. It ended by the Treaty of Blank. This was ultimately seen as drastically unfair, which led us ultimately into a second Opium War as well. So what I want you to do at this point, this video is going to end, okay, in your notes. Go ahead and fill in what you believe would be X, Y, and Z. After you have done so, then start the next video.